Hello, I hope I'm live. I hope that I am live, and I believe that I am. Well, I'm making this live show for a video that I put up earlier today. After last night's show, probably about an hour or so after, I went and I checked my emails. And in my email box, I had a letter from Incognito Society. And she had said, she sent me the docket explaining that the date was rescheduled from August 2nd, 2021 till November 1st of 2021. And here was my immediate thought on that. Why? Why would they have to reschedule? It's been 2.5 years. If I was the judge, I would look at the defense lawyer and say, look, dude, seriously, you better get your act together. It's been 2.5 years. We're not trying to set a record here. And then I got to thinking about it. Well, wait, said my mind. Oh, hold on. There might be a reason why they set it 3 months forward. There might be a really good reason. If it's a 5-day trial, and if you don't know what I'm getting at, go back and watch my other video. It says right in the docket that it's set for November 1st, 5-day trial. Now I'm going to ask, how do you have a 5-day jury trial? You see, I mean, both sides can't go in and give their side in 5 days, or it wouldn't have took 3 years. So my thought is that he's going in. He's been talked into a confession, for a plea of guilty. So if that is the case, and they do him like they did BTK, where he goes before the court, admits to it, this and that and everything, then they bring in the jury because they already got their what it is they're going for, and that's life without parole. Now, the jury comes in, and they may have talked that down to, like, say, life, okay, if he, like, confesses and, gets it all out there. Now, if that's the way it's set up, then they should have him convicted in 5 days. So that would be by November the 6th, he would be convicted. Now, at that date, then all the other states can go down and talk to him. They have December, January, to the middle of February. They have 2.5 months. They have 2.5 months right there. Well, actually, it'd be 3 if you don't like. But anyway, that gives all the states time to get down there, speak to him. They already got their cases ready, and then they would announce the suspect on the 5th year anniversary of the Delphi murders, which would be February 13th, 2022. I did it correctly right here. And that is the date that I believe that they're going to come forth with the suspect and murder charges in all cases. So that's where I'm holding right now, is on that. I mean, I'm not saying it will happen. There ain't no way I could say that. I'm not psychic. But I'm saying that this definitely, and I'll put it another way. If you go to Google and you look up the FBI goes down and gets Thomas Bruce's DNA, it's gone. They took it all offline, all of it. Every news article, every news piece that they did, speaking about the FBI going down there and getting it, and then running it through the database. When they first did that and had come out with it, the news lady down in St. Louis says, nothing's come back yet, but there's still in hope that something will. And that was the last you heard of it. They took everything offline. And I will ask, why did they do that? They did that because there's a good reason. They went down there and got his DNA because they knew who he was. They knew what he did. They knew every case that had DNA and fingerprints that he had ever done, because they finally had his fingerprints from St. Louis, and the FBI went there to get his DNA. That connected him to everyone that he had did where they had fingerprints or DNA at the crime scene. Those places were called, and they were told to get their cases together because this guy would be convicted. Now, with that in mind, this is my set date right over here. I think that that's the date that it's going to happen on. And let me tell you, if that is why it's set up 3 months in advance, law enforcement hates me right now. They are not cool with me at all. I'll tell you that, because I'm kind of giving up their, as to what's going on. But it sounds to me like this is it. This is the reason. YouTube gives that I smoke, and I don't even know what says things by the facts. I don't know. Is that what they said? That I'm a smoker that says things by the facts? That's a weird way to put it, and I don't know how they would gather that. But I'll tell you firstly what I don't gather. How do they know I smoke? Huh? They got a camera in my house? Is that it? Is that how they know? Man, the things they know. It's crazy, isn't it? Hey, Norma Thomas, you manimal? Hey, Kim, Anna, Watcher, Little Pookie. Glad everybody made it, man. 49 people here, and I appreciate it. This ain't set up to be the normal live show. I won't be on 3 hours, but I did want to come on, and then, well, about bots. Let me tell you, man, if they got bots in my house, man, I'm going to be really upset, man. I will not be happy at all. Sharon, how are you? So, yeah, you know what? Quick story. Last night, I was watching the NFL draft. Okay, because it popped up on my screen. It was a Indiana Colts show concerning the live draft. Well, I'm on there and I'm talking to people in draft. They're talking about who the Colts' first pick's going to be, and I typed something in there to another person, and I'm just sitting here watching the show, and then the guy doing the show says, "Oh my God, Michael Catt's here." And I swear to you, I looked at my dog and I'm like, Figador, what the is, huh? I don't know this guy. This guy don't know me, man. Kind of flipped me out. And then he's talking to me and wanted to know who I thought their first pick would be. I'm like, geez, dude, I don't know. I'm a little lost here. Kind of strange, though. I thought, well, certainly the guy ain't watching my show. I would doubt that. Anywho, I will be taking questions on this if anybody's got questions, because one thing that I want to do is entertain my mind with questions on this. But if you look at it from February the 1st, 5-day trial, to November the 6th, 2021, you got December and January with half of February. Now, I got 1, 2, 3 states that are going to go talk to him that I know of. There will be those 3 states. But I would like to throw in also there is probably, and I say this because I don't know, but I suspicion toward, there are others in Missouri, and there's also probably a lot out in California. So I think that this could roll into, because right now I'm looking at 6 people, with a possible 7th if you throw in Susan Collins. But I think all of them. And I think it's going to be very numerous for this reason. He lived in Genesee County, Michigan, not a big county. He killed a woman in a town of 450 people, an old lady in a town of 450 people. The suspect left DNA and fingerprints. Now, if you leave DNA and fingerprints and they can't find you, you've never been arrested, period. Okay? Now, in the case of Ann Pates, that was just outside the town of Montrose, which I think now has like 700 people. 700 people. DNA and fingerprints were left. Couldn't find him. Didn't know who he was. Said the person had never been arrested before. Now, his hometown is Montrose, Michigan. That's where he's from. That's where he grew up, right there in Genesee. So if he committed 2 murders in little bitty small podunk towns, I could imagine what he had did when he was living in Escondido, California for 11 years prior to moving back to Michigan. He got married there. He had a kid there. They got a divorce there. She got the kids. Kid that I'm aware of. I think he only has the 1 kid. But it's at times like that when you feel at a loss, of power in life. That's when sadistic serial killers go out and they do really ugly things to people. So I think that those 2, I could also say, but don't quote me, but I do know that the East St. Louis murders took place and started in about 2003. Same time he moved from Flint down to Jackson County, Missouri. Same time. And law enforcement had said on there, but they never gave the details of the murders. Okay. They never said DNA or fingerprints, nothing of the murders, because these women were found far after the fact, in abandoned buildings. But they said it looks like the work of a serial killer. Well, they never found that guy. Okay. They never found who had did that. But look at it like this. Serial killers tend to use prostitutes as their victims. Why? Because they can go pick them up. The lady will get in the car and drive off somewhere with them. Okay. When these prostitutes come up missing, nobody's there to really give a crap. Okay. So they can just be dealt with as you like and leave them dead behind, because I don't think that this person really cared. If you see where I'm at, he wanted to degrade womankind of any age, did not care. So I really think that setting it to November is the big way of them rolling all of these cases into one. Because if they don't roll them into one big case, then you're going to have California to Michigan, Iowa, or actually St. Louis, then Iowa, then back to Indiana. And I mean, that's just the ones that I could say concretely. Well, I can't really throw in Missouri, but I believe so. I can't say positively California. I haven't seen a crime that I can point to committed, but I believe that there are many out there. But if you go to Google and you look up like abducted and murdered women, unsolved in California, it's just going to give you a list that goes all the way back to like the 1930s to today, little blurbs on each one, missing woman, woman found, Jane Doe. But they don't give you any specifics on the crime, because that happens every day in California. And you go to San Diego, Los Angeles, it's probably happening right now. So, but I know that if they have DNA and fingerprints in any of those cases, sure that they do. Maybe not as much in St. Louis, being that it was women, but then again, we don't know how early some of them were found, or even if they had sampled the body for suspect DNA. But I think it goes like this. Thomas Bruce was arrested. And by the time he goes to court this year on November 1st, he will have been in there for 3 years. He knows he's never getting out. He knows that. He will never get out in his life. He knows that now. He knew that then. So while sitting in there for 3 years, I think it has came to him that, yeah, they know. They now know each one that I did. So if I go ahead and plead guilty to this, and then go forward to plead guilty to the rest, then they won't kill me. You see where I'm at? And I think that that's where it's at. He's going to plead guilty down there, get the officers, investigators down there, speak with him, confess to all of it, and then go forward into one crime where he admits to all of them and they nail him. He will be, I believe, the largest serial killer in, well, I can't say that because, man, you go back in, but if it anyway, in recent, by far the largest serial killer in the Midwest, by far. I mean, just state to state to state, very ugly. And that is what I see. And again, if it is what law enforcement's doing, please don't kill me. Let me ride this out first. I don't want to die yet. He's beating down the highway, bam, 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 and smoking too. Wow. Don't want that. Chris G, hey, Wombat. AJ about justice. Hang on, see, missing by 60 people here. I mean, do I got 60 thumbs up? I'm hoping. Shares. I'm believing. See, look, man, it's like fingers crossed. So anyway, but if you like and share, appreciation. Straight from Cat's heart, right down here. Hey, wait, we're missing somebody. Who are we missing? Mitch. Mitch ain't here. And neither's the other dude. Man. And I'm not seeing any wrenches here. Haven't I made everybody Christy? Thought I made everybody a moderator. I remember that. It was a good day. I was moderating everybody like I was Oprah. There's moderatorship under your seat. It's moderatorship for everyone. That's how I operate. So, Anon, I deeply apologize. Thank you so much for being here. Comes from my heart. Dave Thomas, too. Christy Lynn, Annette Ward. Oh, look at this, man. See? Channel's rolling, man. It's just rolling along. So we'll have to do this every week, and it will be 3 long years. 3 very long years of repeating myself over and over again. Now, okay, I want to vote here. A vote. Let's say HU, man, if you're in agreement. HD if you are in disagreement. I would like to do audio podcasts, just audio. And then that way I can set and share everything on audio. And then like just, do you see where I'm at? I could put pictures up, something like that. But I think I could get so much more out that way because I could sit down, script out everything I want to touch on, and then just sit down, roll it out like that, like a conversation, then go back through and edit, and run it like that. And I think I could get out a lot more information a lot quicker like that. It won't be edited. It's not going to be cool to watch, but it will be better than True Crime Garage when it comes to the Delphi case. This I assure you completely. I will touch upon everything from the psychology, evidence, all of it, everything in each and every case that way. And that way a person can watch that, take it in, and then go fact check it. And I assure you, you'd be on my side completely. Everyone, thank you all. Thank you. Okay, I got 4. He said I got to see. Okay, so I got 3 votes and now 61. That's going to have to work. But 4. Okay. So there you go. It gives me like 1 out of 15 people. Okay. There's another one. I'm getting HUs all over the place. They're coming in now. They're all over the place. Thank you. Thanks. I think every one of you. All right. Thanks, man. Chat lag. Yeah, it does. It does, man. I get that. You know what? The guy I was watching last night was on StreamYard, and I was typing in and sending who the draft picks were, man, like 2 minutes before they even knew. I mean, it was already up in the chat, man. Everybody's still sitting there for 2 minutes without knowledge. My only guess on that is this, that cell phones don't retrieve the information quite as fast as a computer, because I can go to ESPN and watch it live. They'll pop it up. I can take it right over there, and it's 2 minutes before anyone even in chat knows, and they're watching it live. So I don't understand that at all, man, unless television's got a delay. Could be. Yeah, I like the lives. And don't take me wrong, it's not that I don't like doing lives, but it seems a little nonsensical to sit here every week and just repeat myself. I mean, I like being here, and I like you guys being here, and I like being a part of it, but I don't want to sit and feel that I'm just repeating myself every week. And nobody, I don't think anybody wants that. When people come to a channel, they want information. And if you don't have information, they feel a little, it's how it is, man. I was talking to a person. I didn't, ask them, but, it's in chat here the other day. And I told them that if you're talking to somebody live, if I'm talking to someone on the phone, I can cover what they're saying. I can get to the point. I can have them see, I can show them. But when it's on video like this, it's like people sit down, they listen, but they don't hear anything new. But I don't know that people actually go like fact check what I say. I always say, don't just take what I say as, go look at it, go fact check it, see what you think. If you see something different or find something different, notify me. But that's how it is. So Oh, well, yeah. But you know what? There's reason for that. Watcher. Hang on. Let me highlight your comment there. You know, a lot of these people, and it has become my enemy, and maybe allow me to expand upon that a little bit. At the beginning of the Delphi case, it was me and Greeno. You know, I contacted Greeno. Greeno was here, and for the first 2 years, we was using my old channel, Michael Stroop, before YouTube deleted it. Probably at Law Enforcement Say, because you couldn't go to Google or YouTube and type in Delphi murders, and my entire channel was the first 5 pages. Not even the news was above me. No one was. I had that case covered top to bottom like that, and they did not want that. They said no. You know, look, if NBC's putting something up, we want to be ahead of this guy. You know, we get paid to say this. Okay. We're the media, bro. We're law enforcement, pal. And I don't care. I don't. I do not care. But as of now on this channel, if you come here, fact check what I say, you know, or try to, because if a person can get a hold of me with something to say, or even if they agree or disagree, as long as they know what it is that, you know, that's good. Because I enjoy talking about the case. I really do. But it's very little people that really know and understand the case, I mean, as it goes. Everybody's interested in the big thrill. You know, what's new? What's happening? And go to the next one. Now, I can use, hang on, GH, his channel, you know where I'm at? And these people, well, they sit there and they go through all this with the editing and so on, and then they talk about this and talk about that, and it draws everybody in. I don't. I've maintained where I've been at, and I have for pushing 3 years. And I go back, well, it's still well over 2.5 years ago. I said there will not be a suspect in the Delphi case. No one is going to come forward. They will not make an arrest on the Delphi case until this man, and we know who he is, and if you don't, here, I'll type his name down in chat, just to be cool about it. There you go. Him. Because he's the suspect, and he always has been since it happened. It's never changed. He has always been the suspect. Now, he's in big trouble down in St. Louis. I think he's confessing to the St. Louis, right down there. I think he's going to confess to that right before the court, get the jury with the decision of what's going to happen to him. Is it going to be life or life without parole? But go ahead and confess to that so that they can get the rest of these cases down there. He's going to plead guilty. I believe that. He's going to plead guilty to all of them. And they will come forward with that. And I believe it's going to be right there. It should be. And again, can't swear to it. But that's my belief. I think that's why it was set up 3 months later. Because why else? Why would the defense come forward and say, well, we need to continue? And so it's only been 2.5 years. Yeah, most people are fried by then, man. They done killed him in 2.5 years. You know, this guy should have been in there forever ago. So what's been the holdup? Why did the FBI pull that information? What's all this secrecy about? Well, it's not really secret. Well, I say it ain't secret, but if anybody watched the briefing, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was the way to end the investigation. That's what the briefing was about. Anybody calling in on any of this information, it is regarded as non-investigatable because we already know who did it. We can't tell people yet, but we do. So this is where it's coming about, right over here, I think. You may or may not. That's fine. But, we will see. I mean, the trial is coming, and I really cannot see them going longer than the 1st of November. I mean, 3 years. That's way too long anyway. That's way too long. Oh, 73 people. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much for being here. See, he says, smash that the like button. Hang on. Got an invisible watch. It only takes a second. Click it for me. Ready? Go. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. So, rather than just sitting here talking, rambling, blathering all night. Hey, Lollipop. Grandma, is that Chalet? Or Grandma Shell? I guess when it's in print, you know, you just type the word back to me and go, yeah, it's pronounced like this. Well, one channel I know of is called The Bell Life. Okay. I don't know, though. I don't know, no. Any questions? I mean, 72 people that showed up. Be nice to have a question. I mean, otherwise, hey, Jeremy, how you doing? I just have to talk. Maybe people just like hearing me speak. Never thought I was a great speaker, really. Never did. Oh, you know what? Puppy's doing fantastic. Fantastic. Totally. We go out every day, you know, go out and run the woods. Normally, I mean, every day, depending on weather. But for, you know, at least an hour or 2 hours, we're just out in the woods, man. He's running. Dog loves it, man. He loves to run. They did. They deleted my old channel. It was up for 6 years. Never had one strike on it. Not one strike of any kind. In 7 days, they hit me with 3 and deleted my channel. Oh, I was upset. You could ask Greeno. I was cussing and storming and damning. Well, you know, that's good, listener, viewer. And again, I mean, like, you know, I'd like to do the audio podcast because I think I could really touch upon quite a bit like that. Oh, Ivy Rose is here. Hey, True Crime Garage is here, man. What up? Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right, man. Bing. Dude, that just hit me. They deleted my channel and yours. Think about that. Think about it, man. Think about it. That probably is correct. It was probably because where we was at on the Delphi murders. You know, where we was ranking up there, man. 75. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Well, Anna, I'll put it to you like this. Yeah, you know what? Oh, hang on. Wait, 1 second. Yeah. Now, when they officially looking at Chadwell, it's because they can't officially say who did it. They can't say, well, we don't believe he did. No, they gotta go with that. Well, you know, we gotta check all bases. So, you know, investigators are looking into him. They gotta say that. You know, it is how it is. Yeah. See, I mean, I was telling people that like off the bat, me and you was doing this and everything that we was doing, all of it for the first 2 years, it was like on Google, YouTube, it was like the first 20 pages, man. It was insane. Anything that we put out, boom, big views, big views, big views. They wasn't having that, man. They wasn't going to have that. We was out doing NBC, ABC. Anybody put anything up, I was way above it. Put in Delphi murders, boom, you know. It was like the first pages. And again, I mean, also DNA. Well, they didn't come out with that they had DNA until me and Greeno was like, yeah, they got DNA. We know they got DNA. You know, and a lot of this stuff, because once we found out, I mean, what can they say? We don't, or, oh, they didn't ask that? That'd be lying. You know, they had to come out and say, well, yeah, we do got what we feel suspect DNA. 3 years, Pookie. 3 years. Well, it will be approximately 3 years in November, not yet. Right now, it's about 2.5 years, but it will get there. Oh, yeah, totally. Well, right. But I mean, if you put that in, you know what's coming up. It's the paid fors now. CNN, you know, NBC, but it's how that is. And I mean, like, I don't think that anybody wanted me or you out there like with that kind of on the Delphi case. And I think that may be a reason why it was deleted like that. It was just and gone. Was not happy. Well, yeah, but you know what? I ain't about anybody's channel being taken down. If people do not like a channel, don't go back. I mean, there it is. I mean, a person should be able to get on here and make anything they want on their channel. If you don't like it, go away. Everything doesn't have to be family friendly. You see where I'm at? Everything don't. There's freedom out there, and a person's got freedom to say what they want. Now, today on YouTube, if you're monetized, and I think every channel does this because they're monetized and they don't click over everything. It says, do you want a ad at the beginning? Yeah. You know, I mean, it's all right there. Yeah, click. Well, what happens is now you have to sit through like a 15-minute ad, and then it will pull up an ad where you can click out of it in 5 seconds. Meaning you have to sit there and watch a commercial for 20 seconds before you can even get out of it. Right there, YouTube. You're a sack of crap. You really are. You know that? YouTube? Really a sack of it. Well, I'm glad you're here, Trixie. Thanks for being here. Yeah. And okay, you know, I need to go to okay, everybody here, if you want to be a moderator, just put a Y in the comments, because I'm moderating people like right up right now, man. Just put a Y in the all right. Brett. Oh, man, hold on. They are going fast, man. Okay. Oh, now, okay. Anana got you like twice, and the last time it asked me if I wanted to remove you. You're a mod, man. You're a mod. There you go, ANC. See why? Okay. Whoop. You see now, Wombat Dundee, you are a moderator, man. You know? You're a mod, man. Very good. How are you, Ange? Appreciate you being here. I can't start back over, but the way that it's looking right now, Probably February 13th of 2022 will be the date of the suspect announcement and charges filed, is what I'm looking at. I cannot, don't quote me. Don't say I said it was going to happen, but I'm putting a big, big chance on that. I think February 13th, 2022 would be the date. And you know what? Honestly, I don't think that we could ask for a better date. I really don't. That is the perfect time, to have that come out. And in fact, I had called last year because it was on October 13th. I thought that'd be just about the right time to announce it in February. But I thought that's really kind of late. But now, yeah, I really see that as the most likely date. Doing well. Puppy's doing fantastic. Love my dog. Love my dog. We went out the other day and got a bunch of mushrooms, man. I'm still making the hey, Bax, man. How you doing? I'm glad you made it, dude. Ain't seen you. I didn't hear in a while. Because it is the date of the Delphi murders. It would be the 5th year anniversary. Now, they hadn't had a press conference in, 2 years? Over 2 years now? So I really think February 13th would be, it's a date that people know. Everybody knows, man, Delphi murders. Small town, 2 girls murdered. You see where I'm at? And everybody, and one more time. When I go back to that, where me and Greeno was putting that information out, man, and just like getting interviews, talking to people. I think a lot of people fell into true crime. A lot of people started covering that. And, is like, look at the people that we know that, now do it, that live locally here. Because, I can name 4, right off the top of my head that are local here. And, oh yeah, man, I forgot that wasn't attached. Totally. Hang on a minute. I'll try not to fall anymore. There we go. That's better. But that's why February the 13th. Maybe, but maybe not. It's kind of like Delphi and Lafayette. You're probably not going to run into somebody, in Lafayette if you live in Delphi, as an example. But him being arrested, if he was the suspect, okay, they would have took the photos to the 2 people that seen him, and, it was just the guy or not. And the same thing with Married TB, same exact. I'm sure that they went to him and gave other photos of other men that look similar and says, can you pick out the guy you saw? Easy enough. Oh, it happens, boo. Fret it not. Mike, where did you go? Are you talking to me? Are you talking about when I fell? Is that what you're alluding to? Just went off for a second there. Yeah, right. Well, we know this. And Greeno and I know it full well because he's the one that was videotaping when I talked to Kim Riley. And, he's the one that said, well, it's like the suspect had never been caught committing a crime, And he could not speak on the DNA, but he says maybe he has done something, but we can find no traces of him. That told me right there that they had fingerprints. Because if I got somebody's DNA and they had never committed a violent felony where a DNA would have to be taken, I couldn't say that this guy had never committed a crime. He could have been arrested many times over for like minor charges, many, many times. But if I have fingerprints and they have no match, then I can say this person has likely never been arrested. Period. Just like that. I don't know if everybody has, but if everybody did, I'd be looking really good right now. Well, what am I saying? I do look pretty good right now. Well, you got to look your best when you're out in the woods with your dog. You know what? There's some woman named Anna that is out in my woods somewhere, and she wants to chat to me. Now, I don't know where she's at, man. I went out looking for her today. But the other night, I was sitting there watching a movie, all right, online, and it pops right up in the right-hand corner. It says, Anna is 1 kilometer from you and wants to chat. I'm like, Figgy, she's lost in the woods. Tomorrow, we'll beat foot and we'll get out there and we'll find Anna. We'll find and save Anna, because she's right here, buddy. She's out in the woods. Hey, dude, where you at, man? I need to chat with you. Man. Here, let me tell you something, man. The stuff I come up with sitting around the house, I laugh. You know, which reminds me, because, I mean, you know, this, me not being law enforcement, this is for entertainment. Know that. My channel is only for entertainment. So with that having been said, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you give him a blow-up doll, he'll probably do nasty stuff. Probably will. Well, not that Anna. Well, I don't think it was that Anna. If it was, man, Anna, I hope you made it out okay. It is. I mean, well, you're not in the woods a kilometer away from me. Yeah, you know what? I've been through Idaho. I have definitely been through Idaho. Oh, hang on. Hey, Connor. Connor, how you doing? Boom. Trixie, guess what? This show is dedicated to you. You just got it. Thank you. And everybody else, you're a moderator. If you're not very fast if you wanted to be. Tell you that right now. Oh, no problem, Ivy. No problem at all. Okay. So, and again, if there would be any questions, throw them out now, because I'm probably, unless something does happen between now and next Tuesday, I'm probably not going to be back on live. I mean, I might at that time, but I will sit down and I will start going through like the audio. In fact, you know what? Oh, crap. Man, it's a bad time for my phone to go, you know, be leaving. Because I would really like to have where me and Greeno's discussing this. Because, I mean, like off the go, and it really gives you someone to go back and forth with, you know, especially talking about things at the get-go. But if I sit down and do that audio-wise, be a lot more information. Yeah, but I ain't got a phone, dude. I mean, you know what? Oh, wait, I didn't tell you about that. I didn't tell you about that, man. Okay, I'm getting rid of my home phone. It'll be down at midnight tonight. But now I got a cell phone. And here's the weird thing. It's your old one. It's your old cell phone. I had my cell phone. I gave it to my sister, you know, to use, which she hasn't. But anyway, I'm just like, no, I got this one, man. I mean, hey, here's the information. Yeah, we'll send you a SIM card. Send me a SIM card. So I'll be using that. Well, it's hooked up now. Hell, man. Hang on a second. I'll show you. Man, I'll show you. I mean, you got some videos on here. I was looking at them today. And you know what? You got the videos on here with Daniel Nations. When we went up and checked the mailbox, all of it's on here. See, right here it is, man. This is your old phone, dude. Right there. I'm just learning to turn it on. Yeah. All right. Hey, you too. Ange, thanks for being here. Let's see. Hold on, man. I'll pull up video. It's got us walking up there, opening the box, it's closed, man. I was like, wow. Yeah, it's going back, dude. It's going back. You know what? No, it wasn't. That was 2017. That was 2017 when he got arrested. I think it was in September. And we got a hold of him directly after that. It's on here. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it was 2017 when he was arrested, dude. Hang on. I'll pull it right up. Yeah, I know, man. I didn't think the phone was this old, but there you go. Try not to. Yeah, I think it was maybe October. Let me see where the crap. How do I find video? I don't know how to find video. I seen it earlier. A camera, gallery. Is it gallery? Maybe it's gallery. Camera. Yeah, right there. Oh, crap, man. Just hold on. It's right. Oh, wrong side. Right there. This is where we're at the mailbox. Over here, mailbox is video. I was like, wow, kind of cool, man. Still got those on there. So I don't have the home phone, so we can't set and communicate where I can use it on Audacity, because that would be, well, no, whoa. No, we can still use StreamYard. Yeah, we can still use StreamYard, man. I just contact you. We can sit here and just audio, because all I'm going to do is like set Audacity, get the audio, and then I can just run that back and play it. You know, and on some of it, that would be cool. In fact, we could maybe both audio tape that and use parts of it. I mean, just in looking back, I mean, like, you know, you don't have to talk about my guy, but I mean, just saying when looking back at the case might be a good idea. Yeah. You know what? Seems like yesterday, because it was. You know, it wasn't that long ago, man. We was out, man. You know, man, off the bat, man, when I got a GoPro, or actually a Chinese version of a GoPro, man, we thought that was big stuff, man. And that ain't, it's like not even 4 years ago. I mean, man, my GoPro's in the other room. I ain't used it in 3 years, man. I've had the Sony Handycam, you know, way better video. Greeno's got like the 4K drone. I mean, we really stepped up, man. Even like right down to the editor, you know. It's really came a long way, and I wish I enjoyed editing more, but it really don't. So anyways, wait. That looks something like a question. Oh, that's the watcher. You know, when it comes to the tattoos, and again, because we don't know when he got those tattoos. I mean, the guy's, I forget, like mid-40s or something like that. I forget off the top of my head. When I seen he had a criminal background and all this and that, I'm like, yeah, it ain't the guy. You know, he's got a felony background. It's not him. But if the guy had tattoos up around his neck, because you couldn't see his arms or anywhere on him, but if he had them up around his neck right here, you would definitely think that the lady, you know, or even flower shirt guy would have seen that. Could be. Yeah, it could be. But they look more professionally done than prison tats. But then again, I mean, they might have tattoo artists in prison now. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it could have been. You know, it could have been more in recent. But it is something that I believe, anyway, that if he had them at that time, it wouldn't have been really hidden. But then again, I mean, you know, he had the hoodie, you know, up around his neck. But then again, I mean, I ain't saying that it is that guy. I'm saying quite obviously that it is not that guy. Oh, hey, there's Donnie. Donnie, what up, dude? I was talking about you last night. I was talking about when we went out there last time. Okay, questions. Wasn't a question or two. Yes, to I mean, they could say, yes, I believe that that is the man that I seen there that day. That's the man I was speaking to. But on like the prosecution side, they can't just use that. I mean, they need more than that. They got audio, they got video, they got two people minimally that seen him, um, DNA, fingerprints, and I do believe, again, don't quote me because I don't know, but I certainly have suspicion toward the fact that TJB had video concerning, maybe even more than one. Because he went to Evansdale and to Delphi for those reasons. And I think in knowing that and the way serial killers like to do that, take trinkets, I think it would have been a time that if he had a way, like a video camera or something, that he could have got video of parts of that to keep, for later personal viewing. And that might have been something that law enforcement found when they was searching his house there in Imperial in Jefferson County, Missouri. Well, crap. Let me go back here and I guess kill power. This is why people wouldn't be able to reach me. My phone would always be off. Yeah, but today it rings. Yeah. Yeah. And they had a lot of voice on there. I mean, they even stated that like what we heard wasn't all of the audio, that it went on before and after that. So, and again, it's like when people say, "Well, it isn't this guy who did it, isn't it?" Isn't it? And I'm like, "Well, if it was, the FBI is stupid. They don't know anything. I mean, they was in Delphi for over 30 days with satellite back to Quantico. I think that they was waiting for the man to be arrested. And once he was arrested and they got the DNA and fingerprints, it was game over. But they didn't know who he was. Um, we don't. I mean, I'll put it to you like this. Well, we do and we don't. We have the traffic pullover, and that was in October of 2018. Now, he was drunk, he was very upset and yelling, which kind of changes the tone of your voice from, every day, or if you're saying something or, ordering, as yelling and screaming in a high pitch. But even when I listened to his voice at the traffic pullover, I'm like, yes, that's it. Now, off the bat, I mean, and again, when me and Greeno was listening to the audio over and over again, I think that we both agreed that it sounded more like a little Southern from Indiana, but not like Tennessee Southern, where I'm at. And we was kind of thinking like more Kentucky at that time, and that was like after it had first came out. But then you look at it, Kentucky, St. Louis, but he ain't from there. But he doesn't sound like he's from Michigan. But if you look at Flint, I mean, it wouldn't be much different than Indiana. I mean, in Genesee County. But again, man, if you move up to Canada and you're there any length of time, you'll start sounding Canadian. You just pick up the voice of the people around you. You start to pick up the accent a bit because it's what you try to emulate, the way other people speak. That is questionable as to how much, because we don't know where the phone was. We know they crossed the creek. They had to have crossed the creek and know that they crossed the creek. So if it was in a waistband or anything like that, it could have got wet when they was crossing, and that may have killed the phone. But if it did not kill the phone, if it was in a top pocket or something like that, and it made it across, then it would have went until the battery died. So we really don't know how much of it, was on there. But I don't think that the suspect would have left it behind if he knew it was on the phone. And I think it was like put into her pocket and turned around like that and stuck in her pocket discreetly. And I think that that's, the reason that we got it, honestly. And everybody says, like, well, why didn't he destroy the phone? Simple. He didn't know he was being recorded. We look back at this like he knew. If he knew, he wouldn't have left that phone. I mean, he wouldn't knew his video and audio and everything else was on it. He wouldn't have left that behind. You heard a linguist say Indiana. Seriously? A linguist said Indiana? I think it was somebody claiming to be a linguist. That's what I'm saying, Pookie. I don't think the guy sounded like he was from Indiana exactly. I mean, I couldn't say he wasn't, but believe me, it sounded a little bit more Southern to me. And then really, I mean, if you take Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, right through the same region, people are going to sound identical. I mean, if it's straight across this way, but as you go north and south, you go down like, Kentucky, Tennessee, then you get down the nether regions. But man, when you get up north into Michigan, then the UK, Canada, it starts, where you start running into people that go, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It just starts taking on a different accent. Let me see. No, well, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think she was sitting around listening to the audio of a murder that happened in like 2 states away. I mean, around here, nobody missed it. But, you go out of state. I mean, like I could go to Kokomo and talk to people and they'd go, what? Delphi Mars, never heard of them. You're in an adjoining county, Kind of crazy. But I don't think that she knew at all. I don't think that she had a clue until, after the cops raided the house, one. And then, once she was told, about the Catholic supply store, then she was apologizing for that. But then the FBI showed up because they was investigating Delphi. And I believe that's when she found out that he may have been involved with Delphi. Well, yeah, but see, I ain't making excuses why she wouldn't have done it. I mean, look, it wouldn't have mattered if it was my beloved wife of like so many years. If I thought that she did something like that to a child, she would have been turned in. I would have took her there. Would have said like, and get the hell out. Arrest this woman. Would have been me. Twin brothers, same way. Wouldn't have mattered. I mean, you just don't let people slide on that. I mean, how could you let somebody slide on that? It makes you as bad as they are. I mean, it would. Yes, Canadian. Hey. See, up in the UP, everybody talks like they're from Canada. You can't tell. You just can't, man. You can't tell if they're from Canada. Whoa, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. For real. I mean, if you go to Tennessee, Tennessee's got a different accent than Georgia, and you get down into Alabama, you go, all of them have a differing accent from the other. In fact, you can go to Eastern Tennessee to Western Tennessee, and the accent's going to differ, north to south, same way. I remember I was in 6th grade and they were showing us the accents of Americans, and like wherever you'd have an accent, it'd be blurred, on its edge as it went into the next one. And the teacher says, do you know why it blurs like that? And I said, yeah, because it just don't stop at a line, it transfers through an area into the next. There was a lady that was on YouTube that did accents, and I think that she did 50 in a couple of minutes where she'd just give a sentence from a different accent. Was really good at it. She was very good at doing accents. Oh, Northeast. I got you. Yeah. Well, yeah, but not all Georgia. But yeah, North Carolina, Georgia, it's very similar. You're right. I don't know who does this research. I really don't. I don't know who they are, but I think in a lot of times somebody saying like interesting research says that because they know that the guy, I mean, I never would have guessed that. I mean, who would ever think that a guy that was preaching Christianity would go do anything like this? Why? It seems very, very off from the way that they should be mentally. I mean, completely flippant, like Satanism, is just contrary to what they should be about. Yeah. Well, there are, and hopefully I don't know them. Hopefully I don't know those people. Options 96, thank you very, very much. What do you think were the two or three signatures found at the crime scene, and were they staged and why? Well, I can't really answer that. I mean, because when he says signatures, it could be signatures, which would mean something that the criminal had done to leave a signature. Because if I was to say audio and video would be signatures, well, that's evidence, but it's not something that he purposely left behind. Now, if it's signatures that he did that were odd, and there were two or three of them, one, yes, I would feel, and I don't know, because I don't know anything about the crime scene. And I would not ask about the crime scene. It's not anything that I need to go on. Nothing about the crime scene is going to match what I know about anything else because they don't give that away. Rightfully, they don't give that away. But I would feel that they were staged. And I think that that's something that criminal or serial killers do often, is stage the scene. But probably the way it was staged and what was left in the staging may be what he was talking about as the two or three odd signatures. But why it was staged, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, you'd kind of have to be in a mind of a serial killer to understand that. Now, I do know that sometimes, like say as an example, a serial killer goes out, he kills somebody. He knows this is going to be big news. Now he leaves the crime scene set in a certain way. All right. Now, the next time he goes out and he commits a like crime, well, he's going to set something up in a similar way like that to let law enforcement know, hey, this is probably the same guy. And, they kind of lead investigation like that by just leaving things in a way where it's just kind of, I done this. You see where I'm at? Now, that doesn't tell them who it is, but it lets them know that this crime and this crime and this crime and this crime were likely committed by the same person. I hope that answers your question. And thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate it. Right. I agree with that. But it was like I was saying last night that when you got a serial killer, a sadistic serial killer, some of them like to be very long about it. Kidnap, take you to a basement, and do it over months. All right. Then you got those who grab the opportunity, get this done quickly and get out, as quick as possible. Now, that's more like what I'm talking about with this guy over here, exactly like that. If you look at Ann Pates, Mary Pryor, those were done quick. Got him, took him somewhere, killed him, got him out, and got home. There wasn't this big long ordeal about it. So I think that whatever he was, wanting to do by killing them, it didn't take long. He just wanted that quick fix and leave. 50 likes, that's it. Man, I had over 50 likes on yesterday's video. And 103 people here. I mean, it's only half the people really like my video. I'm a little let down. Hell yeah. Right on. Man, you make it sound like it's the land of the sky blue waters, iHuman. And it may be, Oh, well, great. Hey, 100 people here. I got an invisible clock. It takes 1 second to hit that like. Ready? I'm counting on you. Go. Ah, right, man. Thank you. Thanks, man. You know what? You guys rock, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm not discounting anybody, and I don't want to discount somebody I don't know or hadn't talked to, but you never know. Well, I didn't say anything spooked him. I don't think that the guy was spooked any. I think he went over there on private property to commit the crime and leave. I mean, nobody was yelling or screaming or anything. There was no reason for him to become spooked. But I think that once he got over there and committed it before the girls, before someone arrived and started looking for the girls. I mean, look, they were 13 and 14. They're not going to be far away from their parents or anything for very long. And if somebody was coming to pick him up, he didn't know when. So it was more of a matter like that, I think. I don't think he wanted to spend all day over there. I don't think he wanted to spend all day on somebody's private property at a trail. I mean, somebody could have been there looking for him before he got out of there, which could be another reason why. Oh, all right, man. 86 likes, man. Right on, man. Thank you guys. Thumbs up. 88. Shoot. All right, man. Hey, Australia, man. You know what? It's got to be an odd time over there right now. You're on the other side of the world from me. The other side of the earth from me. Right on, man. 13 slackers. Come on, man. Come on. I sound like Biden. Come on, man. Oh, hit the button, man. Come on. Okay, well, oh, geez, man. Time, people. Time here. And don't forget to share, man. Can you see Puppy? Yeah, you can see Puppy. And you know what, man? Let me just go do that real quick. I'll go throw Puppy up on the screen here real quick. Like. No, that ain't it. Man, where did I do with that? There it is. A Figador day. Do it. Man, what the hell? Oh, there we go. Yeah. It's my little nudist puppy, man. He gets out in the woods and he just runs naked free, man. He don't care. He pees on everything. He don't care, man. He don't care what you think. He's naked. So what? I know. You know what? I was talking to you, Manimal, And she had mentioned that. She goes, "No, man, people like it when you're out there walking with your dog. Man, your dog is like so was it yeah, see, now I spaced the word. It's charismatic, you know?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's charismatic, all right." Man, he's totally charismatic. That dog don't stop, man. He does not stop. I mean, you go out, man, in the woods for like 2 hours and try to sit down. He's like, "No, no, 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 no. No, we got to play, dude. Sorry. You're going to throw the ball for an hour." Yeah, no, it looks like he's got you, Jairus. He's running and they're flopping upwards. You see where I'm at? Normally they kind of dangle when he's just like sitting around. They're not really up like that. But when he's running and he hits the air, man, he's kind of ears are up. Looks really good on video. And when I got that camera, man, when I click it on, it goes, and he knows, man, and he just turns into a ham. He just starts running. He knows. I swear this to you. I put a video on the other night, okay, with the dog on it, playing with the cat, okay? And he was sitting there and he was watching it, and he got up on the armrest and was just sitting there cocking his head watching it. And he does that every time that I put a dog on there. And I'm like, I mean, is it the noise the dog's making? I mean, because he's sitting there watching the screen. I'm like, it's weird. Because they'll tell you a dog can't see things on a television screen. They can't make out what it is, but he's sitting right there watching it like he knows what it is. It's different. I don't know, man. Something about God, man. He always gives me the best dogs. I'm so happy about that. I am. Right on, God. You do what you do. Yeah, he loves pork. It's a fact. He absolutely loves pork, and I give it to him every time he does something good. I give him a piece of pork. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I some colors they can't, and I forget what they are, but they can't see some colors. Yeah, yeah, backs. Man, you know, I think you missed that because the one time I went and I got the picture of Baxter, and somebody was asking about that, and I said, like Baxter, man, he was across that bridge faster than all of us, man. He didn't care about those holes, man. He, you know, he knows where they're at. Some can be, you know. But man, I've seen some dogs that were really stupid and lovable, man. There's some stupid, dumb dogs. There's some really smart dogs. You know, dogs come in all shapes, sizes, and brains. Baxter was a great dog. And they told me, it says, "Yeah, Baxter's coming with us too." I says, "I hope so. That's who I was going to go to the bridge with, man." Um, yeah, I agree, but I can't totally. I'm not trying to be, you know, different about that. But like body size, from what I've seen, and it's the same thing that I give to TJB. I mean, he's got the same size, kind of body. I mean, but the one thing, and it's like with the tattoos, well, he had that up there. So, I mean, there's a chance that they wouldn't be able to be seen. But at the same time, I don't know how tall he is, but the suspect had a lot of clothes on. He had a hoodie with a jacket, and it really made his upper body right through here look a little bigger than what it is. You know, and I mean, that's kind of obvious because you can see the hoodie and you can see the size of it, and you can see he's got that jacket. And I kind of wondered if maybe he didn't have all that many clothes because he understood that it was going to be brutal. And, you know, he could like pack those clothes elsewhere when he was leaving if there was anything on those clothes, if you see where I'm at. Plus, you had the creek right there, you know, for that. You know, I don't think anybody knows anything about the crime scene, same as I do, but it just seems like legitimate. If you got to walk back and somebody could be coming, well, you don't want to make it look like something had just transpired. Hey, Jean-Claude, how you doing? I'll be here. I'll be here, man. Yeah, James Dean was born just east of us a piece. I never can remember the name of that town. I don't know why. No, it was planned. It was completely planned. I mean, that goes back to Evansdale because it was the reverse date, same crime. He had lost a job and filed bankruptcy 1 month before Delphi. He had lost a job 1 month before Evansdale, and they are just exactly like crimes. Exactly. Exactly. The only difference is he transported one away, where here in Delphi, it took him across to private property. But that was the only difference. Yep, Fairmont. That's right. Fairmont, Indiana. Yeah, I know he is. he's my puppy bear. I love him the most, man. I really do. Well, okay, it is 8:21, and really, I didn't even think I'd be on here an hour. If anybody has questions, throw it up now, and I will end this in 9 minutes. Always adopt. You know, I don't mind adopting. I mean, I would not mind adopting. I don't want the little GPS of my dog, because wherever that dog is, that's where I'm going to be. And I don't want anybody to know where I am. And I don't want anybody to know where my dog is, because that's where I'll be. You see, I like to get a puppy, bond with it when it's a puppy. But I mean, a dog is a dog, and a dog's going to love you if you give it love. You know, that's why they're man's best friend. You know, they love being loved. You know, it's the life of a dog. And dogs should just have it so easy, you know, and they should just be loved. That's me. You know, dogs are my favorite people. You know, I love dogs, man. Hey, Small Pie. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. You know, I'm given the date as February 13, 2022 for TJB. No, he has not. He has not wrote me, but I'm not in knowing that he can. Look, they got that guy in there without a razor. He can't shave. I don't think that they would give him a writing instrument unsupervised, because he could hurt himself. And I think that that was part of the equation. I think that when he did the Catholic supply store, he was looking at cop suicide. Thought they was going to come knocking. He had a handgun. So that black guy he has, you know why? He tried fighting, and they let him have it. Yeah, some of them do. I mean, you got working dogs, and you know, it's like a coon dog. Well, you don't take a coon dog and you know, make it a house pet. You know, it wants to go run and tree things. You know, each dog has its own nature as to what that they enjoy doing. My dog, he just loves doing full time. Man, I had never met a dog as hyper as he is. He didn't sleep for the first 6 months. I mean, unless he was in when he was in his box at night, that was it. The only time he ever slept. Man, when they got out in the day, I'd be like, dude, for the love of God, take a nap. Man, lay down for a minute. Take him out and try to wear him out. Ain't happening. Oh, ours wasn't. Oh, man, Banjo wasn't. Holy crap, he was a coon dog. Man, you went and got him, man, with the headlight on, and he went ape. He just loved to hunt coons. That was his whole thing in life. Now, maybe not, maybe aside to that, if he was inside all the time, yeah, he might have been a couch potato, but yeah, he wasn't. Yeah. Well, anyway, if there is no questions, oh wait, okay, it's only been 3 minutes. I'll let it go till 8:30. But if anybody has a question, throw it up, and I will answer all of them right here in the next 6 minutes. Begin, please. Okay, a new comment down here. Gargar, how you doing? Glad you made it. I'm with you. I mean, dogs never give me a problem, man. If somebody's got a dog and I meet their dog, I'm usually, hey, puppy, yeah, because I just love dogs. You know, people sometimes, depending on who they are, can be a problem. Not all, though. You know, I've met some really good people through this case. You know, people that I've met have all been really good. You know, really great people. I enjoyed meeting them. I don't know. I mean, I can't say. I really don't. I mean, neither one of them are talking about what the guy looks like. It's kind of out of the question. Yeah, they will. I'm sure of that. I mean, when it goes to court, they will, but they're not going to give anything graphic, you know, to the public, man. These are two minor girls. No, there wasn't anything on there concerning why they needed a thing on the case for 3 months. Like I said, if I was the judge, I would have said it's been 2.5 years. You either have your case or you do not. So that's what makes me think this was done by law enforcement, because he's set up right there to go confess to the Catholic supply store, run that to a jury over 5 days. They'd give the pronouncement of the sentence, and then the other states can go talk to him. He's going to plead out guilty, you know, and they will probably try them all at one time. And again, you know, it being on the 1st, it would be done by the 6th. February 13, 2022 is the perfect date for the announcement of charges filed. Do you feel Delphi authorities would pin? No, but Tyler, why would I need to? He has a felony background. Okay? Maybe you're new to my channel, but this is the thing that was found out after the first year press conference. The guy had never been caught committing a crime. Because if he did, they'd know who it was. FBI, DNA, I mean, you know, all of this. If the guy had committed felonies, they'd know exactly who he was. He would have been hit right away. Now, I can say that. I can tell everybody that. You know, I can play the video of him telling me that. You know what happens? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Why does nobody know? Because he told us, and it was on my channel. Well, the news media don't hand that out. You know, Rafael Sanchez wasn't handing that out. No, that came off my channel. So if you know that the man had never committed a crime before, you would look at that. You'd go to my case and say, oh, he has a felony background. Can't be him. But people are on there, man. They're like, oh, he looks just like the sketch. To which I say, BS! He don't look anything like the sketch. What kind of crap are you guys on? You don't look like the sketch. I don't think he looks anything like the sketch. I think he abducted a 9-year-old, and everybody says, it's him! People want the big thrill of the latest news. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jack this up. Make him a person of interest. And when I heard about it, I said, yeah, it's just fine. Somebody wrote me today and said, can't you change a person of interest? He looks like the sketch. I'm like, man, please don't get a hold of me with this again. Don't. I don't want to hear it. I ain't changing my person of interest because everybody wants to hop on something. That's everybody else's problem, not mine. I stand on exactly who it is, and I have for now 2.5 years. And everything that I've said has come to pass. You know, again, even Greeno says they sound alike. All right, I'll be the one to say it. So Greeno says they sound alike. Well, I already said that TJB sounds like him. Well, here you taking my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Don't. Wait till after he's convicted and then go, yeah, you're right, man. Wasn't him. But again, I will ask Tyler, if it's him, are you really believing the FBI is stupid? Are you really believing the FBI wouldn't know a felon when he did something and left DNA and fingerprints? You think that that's all you just think everybody's like, that's stupid. The guy had to be arrested so the media could go, oh, it might be him. Huh? Could be. No, because it wasn't him. I knew that when the name was given to me. I'm like, no, it ain't him. I know who it is. I went and checked it out anyway, made a video, and here I am telling you about when the announcement will be. It is not him. You have my word on it. My word. And I don't just hand my word out, man. All right. Hear everything I'm saying, man. Yeah, they got some DNA. And the sheriff said, suspect DNA. I'm just taking the sheriff's word. Okay, well, you can be on the fence. But if you watch all my videos, you probably watch everybody else's videos. You probably hear everybody else's theories. And deep down, really on this case, just being honest, Tyler, you may not know anything at all. I know people that have come to me and says, oh, I know everything about the Delphi case. Really? Well, tell me. Then they start talking. I'm like, yeah, okay. Quit telling me. They don't know anything. They only know what other people say. Man, somebody get something, make a theory of it. Sounds good, unless you know the case. If you know the case, you're just like, yeah, that's crap. Quit talking. That's the way I feel. When I watch somebody else's channel and I listen to them blather about this and blather about that, I'm like, what are they going on about? Oh, they want views. Period. And as long as people's out there giving them views, they'll continue with their theories. They'll continue talking. And they'll go and go and go. They don't care, Tyler. I want people to care. It's who I am. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can't. Maybe. Let me find it. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And I think going back, if you go back on my videos, and I need to do that and need to get the links back to them, because I did one that did cover all of the similarities between Evansdale and Delphi, and I need to redo that. But I will sit down and I will just do it verbally and then go back to and detail edit it somewhat. It ain't gonna be perfect. Might send it to Greeno. He could do it. I'd pay Greeno to edit, man. I would. If I am wrong, the last video I ever do on this channel will be an apology. You heard that. My words. I will apologize sincerely to everyone for wasting their time. But as I have said now for 2.5 years, I know who it is. I know exactly who it is. I can tell you the who, what, where, whens, hows, whys, and every other thing about it. But people watch everybody's videos, and all they know about the case is all this garbage. They don't know the case. They don't. And that's an understatement to say people don't know this case. They'll go watch all these channels and think they know everything. They don't. They are misled. They are given BS. They don't know what's going on at all, but they think they do. Well, no, because you know what, really, when it comes to TJB, I'm the guy that since I think it was December 9th of 2018, I said, yeah, he's bridge guy. I have found enough to actually make me believe already at that time that he is bridge guy. And I put that out there in a video. TJB is bridge guy. And that was on December 9th, 2018. Now, since then, I have stood my ground. I said, nobody's going to come forward as a suspect. No one will be arrested as a suspect till he goes to trial. We're waiting for that trial now, and it's going to be 3 years after the fact. Everything has come to pass, and it's for a reason. Anything that you can give me, I can explain. I know why. And I believe that they set this up for November 1st because they want to pull it all into one. On February 13th, make the announcement on all of them and go from there. And we'll see. Can't say it will happen like that, but I believe that that's why it was. Well, yeah, and I'm sorry because look, there's a lot of them scrolling up over here. You know, a lot of them, and I'm sorry I missed it. And that's why when you said that, I had to scroll back up to find it. I apologize. I hope I answered your question though. All right, everyone. It is now 5 minutes after the time that I should have left to begin with. But anyways, thank all of you for being here. Thank you, all of you, all mods, all likes, all people that did me the great one and shared this video. I appreciate it, man. You all rock. Peace, and I will probably see you, or I should have an audio up by next Tuesday, is my hope. Oh, wait, hang on. Still. Okay, you know what? I will make one. I will make one soon. I promise. And I will go over every aspect and compare the both. All right, everybody. Peace.